My govannen niblings, let's play LotRO, episode 42. So before I get started, I noticed I've picked up quite a lot of armor here. And a lot of this wasn't from quests, it was just from fighting all those brigands. When you fight humanoid enemies, they will often drop armor and weapons and things like that. Crafting materials too. So I went through all of them. I didn't want to do it on camera because that would take a while, but I went through all of them and I found two that are better than what I'm already wearing. So first are these shoulders, which is just a little bit better armor and has fate instead of agility. So I'm going to equip those. And then this necklace, and I'm not actually even wearing a necklace right now, so I'm going to wear that. Alright, so just a little bit better gear. I also equipped that cloak I got in the last episode. Alright, let's see what Constable Underhill has to say.
Hello there!
Alright, the Blackwolds. So he wants me to investigate an old hideout from one of the Blackwolds. He doesn't think it's safe to do that, though.
Please, stay a moment.
He says, I suppose you're right. We should make sure the Blackwolds aren't hiding. So he says he'll go with me. Alright. Now, while I'm here, because I don't think any other quests will bring me up to Combe anytime soon, so let me do a little bit of exploration deeds. Let's see. The Ruins of Breland. Here we go. So, a lot of these places are in the lower level zones of Breland. So here I'm moving into Archet. This is the starting area for humans, and it is where the Ornings get sent after their tutorial, but remember I skipped over from here to the Shire to do that instead. But if I want to complete these exploration deeds, I have to visit some of these areas. And so there's a bunch of ruins here. So here's Bronway's Folly. So that was one of those. Got that one. There's another one over here. Alright, there's a new player over there doing some low-level quests. Alright, Blackwolds Roost, so that was on there too. And this Ancient Cairn. That one was in the History of the Dunedain deed. Alright, and there are a bunch of others. I just wanted to grab these while I was up here in Combe next to Archet. Because I won't come back up here anytime soon. So, I think I will go ahead and do the quest here, the epic quest, and I'll finish the rest of these exploration deeds some other time. Sometime before I leave Vreeland.
How do you do?
Alright, so this will start another private instance. Oh, and I did want to say, you may notice that this is Volume 1, Book 1, Chapter 3. Like I said, there are a lot of quests in the Epic Chain. They will last you through pretty much the entire time that you play. There are, I think, 4 epic books in total that, roughly parallel the story in the books. each one with a different focus. Volume 1 focuses on Eriador, basically, just what the Rangers are up to in Eriador and the Fellowship's journey through Eriador. Book 2 focuses on Moria and an expedition to attempt to reclaim it for the dwarves. And then Book 3... oh shoot, now I can't remember. I think Book 3 focuses on Rohan. Book 2 also goes into Mirkwood, Southern Mirkwood, and the Necromancer's Tower. Book 3 moves into Rohan, and Isengard, and Dunland, and what's going on with Saruman, especially. And then Book 4 focuses on Aragorn returning to Gondor, and what happens after that. Volumes, I said books.
Umdir's defeat shattered the back of the Blackwolds, but pieces of the mystery remain unsolved.
Yeah, so I said books accidentally. I meant volumes. That was volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then each volume has like 10 plus books in it that are themselves quite long.
Goodness!
Okay. So he just says that it's, I guess that was a Tolkienish way of saying it's quiet, too quiet. Right. You might have remembered Knickerbockers from a couple of episodes ago. They are not particularly dangerous, and I'm a bit over their level at this point. Alright. Come on, Constable. Sometimes when you do an instance like this with an NPC, they will take these little breaks to say things to you, and part of the reason they're doing that, beyond just giving you some information from the story, is to give you a chance to heal in between fights, so that it's not rushing you from one fight to the other. Of course, Hvila here is a big tough Bjorning and could handle rushing from fight to fight, but Constable Underhill doesn't necessarily realize that. Okay, so we can hear Skorgrim talking. Come on, Constable. Oh, I guess I might have to get near him to get him to move or something. More Knickerbockers. It's getting a little unusual that we haven't run into any Blackwolds, although there are some dead Blackwolds laying here. Alright. So we can see some Dour Hands and Blackwolds and Skorgrim through the door here. Also notice I'm getting a Dread effect here, +6 Dread. And Dread does a lot of things. I'll show you here. Dread reduces my maximum morale, reduces healing received, increases damage received, and reduces damage dealt. And you can get Dread. The opposite of Dread is Hope. And they cancel each other out, and you'll encounter them a lot. Basically, it highlights the danger you're in, and how much more powerful your foe is than you. Or conversely, if you have a lot of hope, either because you have a powerful ally assisting you, or because you have some other source of hope.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Alright, so Constable Underhill chased Skorgrim, and I am checking on this Blackwald. But, the Blackwald is basically saying that they were betrayed. And he dies. Alright, and here's Constable Underhill. I can't figure out how he got out.
Just a moment.
Alright, so a lot of this is news to him. So he's sending me back to Strider in Bree.
The rangers which once guarded the borders of the Shire have been scattered or slain. Frodo has left the Shire, but great perils await him in Bree. I am too late. Someone must find him before the Nazgûl.
So the narrator there is Gandalf, just in case you didn't realize. Alright, so back in Combe with Constable Underhill.
Hello there.
He says I did well. He's giving me a choice of rewards. This jacket is worse than what I already have. So I think I'll take this armor box.
Please, stay a moment.
So, let's see, it's probably a lot like the one that I got before. Yep, everything in it is level 22, so I will still have to wait before I can use it. Alright, so he says, what are you still doing here? Go talk to Strider. Right, and it's teleporting me back to... It's not really teleporting, it's just, you know, because there's no teleportation in Lord of the Rings, but it's, you know, saving you the hassle of having to travel there in the game. I just call it teleportation because that's what a lot of other games would use as what they would call that mechanic.
We must move quickly.
Okay, while you were away, the Nazgûl you saw attacked the prancing pony. They were in search of 4 hobbits, but he can't tell me any more than that. So that's letting you know that, you know, an event that happened in the book where the hobbits come to the prancing pony, that has already passed now.
I need your aid.
So we saw 5 Nazgûl, but there are 9. He needs to get his hobbits out of the prancing pony, and he wants me to help find out where the other 4 Nazgûl are. There's a ranger named Langland near Buckland, and he wants me to go out there and find him. Alright. Just so happens all my other quests are in that direction. So there's a little hobbit-sized door here in the back of the prancing pony that you can use as well. It takes you around back. There's Nob, character from the book. A very minor character. Alright, notice that these quests have all been giving me Men of Bree reputation. Oh, someone here is giving me a quest.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Okay, so this is a vector quest to go to the Lone Lands. She's basically saying she's interested in pottery from Mordor. Alright, so I'm going to accept it, but I'm also going to take it out of my quest log because it is much higher level and it's a vector quest to go to a different zone entirely. But it's good that I picked it up.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so I can take the stable route to Adso's camp. And I'll show you on the map. So Langland, where Strider wants me to go, is here. Adso's camp is here. So basically I'm just riding to here, and then I will get on my own horse Although I could possibly pick up another horse there and take it farther, because it would be a little faster than my horse. The stable master horses are faster than your regular travel mounts. Just barely. Though sometimes you can take shortcuts on your regular travel mounts and get places that a little quicker than the stable master mount would. But I also like the stable master mounts because you don't have to control them. They just go automatically. Alright, so here I am at Adso's camp. Here is Adso.
Is there something I can do for you? Might I have a word with you?
Alright, so he's got a quest here. I'm not going to do this right now. I'm going to focus on the epic quest line for now. But I may come back here and do these later. So I'm going to go ahead and decline it. And if I need to do more quests in Breland, I will remember to come back here. Alright,
Greetings.
so looks like I've already unlocked the route to Buckland. I'm going to take that, but I'm also going to dismount it before I get there, because as you can see, Langland is here. And the Buckland stable route is all the way down here, and it'll take me along this road. So I'm going to get up to right about here, and then I'm going to dismount. Alright, let's look at some of my deed progress. This is what I wanted to look at. Alright, so I'm about halfway done with the quests in Breland deed. I believe the total is 45 that I have to do to complete all of the deeds. So, so I'm going to skip the quests in the Old Forest. I'll do some quests in the Bear Downs, because it's a neat area that you see in the books. The epic quest will take me into the Old Forest. And then there are a bunch of quests up in the northern Bree Fields that I can do if I need to do any more. But basically, as soon as I finish the deed to do quests in Breland and gain a few more levels, I'm going to move on to the Lone Lands. Alright, so here's Langland in a little camp.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so the Nazgul ran him down and he's injured.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Crabane have taken roost where the riders were, and they are evil birds, basically. And they're spies for the enemy, so he wants me to kill a few. Alright, I can do that, and they are right over here. So I'm just going to gather up a few of them. So I've got those dismounted me, and I will aggro 4 of them, because that's how many I need to kill. I'll use my AoE skill, because these are weak. They are just swarm creatures, so I can handle 4 of them at a time, no problem. No trouble at all. If you, there's some classes where I wouldn't recommend doing that, although with swarms you can usually handle it, but if you are a light armor class or a hunter, you're usually better off taking them one at a time.
How can I be of service?
So I think minstrels can do some nasty AoE damage. Alright, so he's just thanking me for the help with that. But he was also going to send me to Buckland.
Would you do something for me?
Alright, so there was a hobbit named Underhill with Strider, and he uses Strider's true name, Aragorn. He also says he doesn't know of a hobbit named Underhill. The hobbit he was looking for was named Baggins. He's glad to hear he was safe. He heard the horn of Buckland and went to look, and then the Nazgul ran him down. The 4 riders went towards Bree. Alright, so he wants me to go check out what's going on in Crick Hollow. Okay, that's all the time I have for this episode, though, so tune in next time to see what happens next. See you then, Niblings.